All right, this is an update on a case that we've been following for the past year, centered on a man named Ryan Wedding. He is a former Olympian, a snowboarder who competed for Team Canada in the 2002 Salt Lake City Winter Games. Now he's accused of running a massive cocaine trafficking operation and orchestrating multiple murders. He has been a fugitive on the run for more than a year and was added to the FBI 10 Most Wanted list earlier this year. Now today, the DOJ announcing more charges, more indictments have been unsealed against Wedding, centered on the murder of a witness in this case. Also, the reward in this case has been upped from $10 million to $15 million. Let's bring in NBC News legal analyst Misty Marris. So, Misty, you've been listening to this alongside us here. Help us understand just what it is that the FBI and the DOJ announced here with unsealing these new indictments and what it means for this ongoing case against Ryan Wedding.
So this is a significant escalation of this case. With this new superseding indictment, we're adding charges are being added: witness tampering, intimidation, murder, in addition to drug trafficking. Focusing on that piece of witness intimidation and murder and witness tampering, that is a significant piece to this, Joe. So there was an arrest made just this week relating to the killing of a witness who is cooperating with the FBI. An individual was arrested. Now, this announcement is linking Wedding to that killing as part of this criminal conspiracy and drug trafficking operation. That is really significant in this case. Remember, this is would be a federal prosecution. That would be a death eligible offense. So this could result in life imprisonment if he's convicted, or potentially the death penalty for interfering with a witness who is to testify in a federal case. So that is a huge piece of this. And another takeaway, Joe, the government is making it really clear. Wedding is looked at as the mastermind here, but you're not safe if you're the guy on the street corner or the person somewhere in the middle of that chain. This is being viewed as the largest criminal drug trafficking conspiracy in the nation, an international trafficking organization. So everyone will be prosecuted as part of that conspiracy. There's already been arrests. There's been some pleas, and all of that is going to be in furtherance of getting to the top of this chain, who is Wedding.
Attorney General Pam Bondi offering some details about just how big this alleged drug trafficking operation is, saying 60 metric tons of cocaine go into L.A. via Mexico per year. She says that weight is equal to 40 standard cars. That's how much this cocaine weighs that Wedding is alleged to have orchestrated bringing into this country. So, Misty, I'll ask you, obviously the key here is that they still have to catch Wedding and bring him into custody. I know earlier this year they said that he's believed to be in Mexico. This announcement today, unsealing new indictments, increasing the reward, can any of that make it easier to get more resources to try and bring Wedding into custody?
Yeah, so this is all about cooperation internationally. We're talking about the Mexican government. We're talking about Canadian government, United States government, and law enforcement working in coordination to find Wedding. So a couple of things about this. First of all, increasing that reward to $15 million. This speaks to the danger that the Department of Justice views Wedding. Remember, not only are we talking about this drug trafficking operation, there's also allegations of murder, attempted murder, in furtherance and to protect the organization. So there is absolutely a concern regarding safety here. So that's why you see that award increase. And Joe, to your point, this is getting more eyes on this case, not letting this case kind of fall to the wayside, to help get the public to provide tips, whatever it is that could lead law enforcement to his capture. So this press conference, coupled with one of the most significant awards we've ever seen in law enforcement, $15 million, that's for the purpose of bringing Wedding to justice.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.